So why did the United Kingdom colonize Australia? Very easy answer. The United Kingdom, among other things, used what we now call the United States, the 13 colonies. There were the 13 colonies of the United Kingdom, of the British Empire. When they lost them after the end of the American Revolution, they lost a lot of natural resources, yes, and they lost a lot of land, yes. But you have to consider the United Kingdom is a tiny island. And they lost a place to put their prisoners. They lost a place for people to go when they got arrested. They were running out of room in their prisons. That's why they colonized Australia. Look, the same thing happened to the Aborigines in Australia when the British came there. That happened to the Aztecs, the Incas, and the Mayas, the Olmecs, the Toltecs, whatever you want to say, the indigenous people of Latin America, when the Spanish and Portuguese got there. What happened? The Europeans were carrying diseases that they were immune to. They exposed the native populations to those diseases, and large parts of those native populations died because they did not have the immunity built up to those diseases. Another thing happened was that the Europeans wanted the land that the indigenous people lived on, and they had guns and steel, and the indigenous people did not. So the Aztecs, although they were fighting people, this has nothing to do with Australia, by the way, right now. The Aztecs, although they were fighting people, and they were very good at war, they could not stand up against the Spanish's guns and swords, because all they were dealing with was wooden bows and arrows, and they had nothing to match the cannon and the gunpowder with. So they lost to the Spanish. They lost their land to the Spanish. Same thing happens to the Aborigines in Australia. Aborigines know how to fight. They're good at it. They're good with a spear. They're good with bows and arrows. Of course, they invented the boomerang, which is a weapon. It's not a toy. And, however, a wooden boomerang is no match for the redcoats. And that's who would have gone to Australia to colonize Australia. So why did the English, or the United Kingdom colonize Australia? Very simple answer. Is a place to put their prisoners and expand their empire. And why did they need to do that? Because they just lost a huge chunk of it in the American Revolution. Thank you.